targets on their heads. I'm telling you, we're gonna need a little help tonight.
It's Monday, and I'm just gonna jump right into things. Today we're talking about zombies. All week we're talking about zombies. I'm gonna let you all know that by this point I've been working on this for 2 hours, and I've gotten past the introduction. I am not, however, going to let that deter me. Moving on. Okay, so I want to talk a little bit about some things that are important to me in the event that a zombie apocalypse should ever happen. And part of that is finding shelter, finding a safe place to stay away from the hordes of zombies that are coming after you. And part of it is also, protecting yourself in the event that you should have to go out amongst the zombies. And so the first part, shelter, finding somewhere to call your home in the zombie apocalypse, home sweet home, that kind of stuff, all good. So the internet has multiple plans for what would be the ultimate zombie survival home. And I like them. They appeal to me. I don't know that in the event of a zombie apocalypse, that's the route I would take. I like the idea that I would be maybe sort of a nomadic survivor, traveling place to place. I think it's important to have contacts in the event of a zombie apocalypse. And the reality of it is, there won't be a running post office. Be lucky for there to be electricity. Generators are probably the way to go. But, cell phones, that kind of communication aren't really guaranteed to be working. If they are, cool, great, keep in contact with the loved ones. But it's not necessarily a guarantee, I guess is what I'm trying to say. So I don't know where I'm going with this. Basically, I'm trying to say, I like the idea of having multiple safe houses, of keeping in contact with others who are also in the game of surviving a zombie apocalypse. I think despite having contacts, it'd be maybe in the group's best interest to have smaller numbers of people who go out together, if they go out at all. Just, reduce the number of people who are going to get hurt, reduce the number of possibilities for zombie attacks, make less noise in a smaller group. You can keep track of one another better. So that's kind of how I feel about that. When it comes to weaponry, I'm a bigger fan of melee weapons than I am of the longer range weapons, just because they're quieter, you don't need to reload them often, there's multiple uses for them, and I guess primarily that they make less noise and don't run out. It's handy to have that. Not to say that guns aren't useful, because we all know that in the event of a zombie apocalypse, guns will be completely useful. But they do draw in more zombies with the noise. They do alert to your presence, and if you can avoid that, do so. I guess that's really all I'm going to say in this video. You might have been expecting more out of it, maybe not. I don't know. Either way. Oh well, it's daycare.